Hello guys, this is Thompson from 5 Best Ones. Are you looking for the best product on the market? If yes, then you're in the right place. In this video, I will share every bit of information with you so that you can pick the best product according to your need. We have made a list by investing a healthy amount of time and effort. The link in the description demonstrates the product list with a pretty reasonable value. So let's get started. If you didn't subscribe to our channel yet, then subscribe now and hit the bell icon for our latest videos. Number 1.
Thermaltake Core P1. The Thermaltake Core P1 is a mini ITX case that measures in at 16.6 x 13.1 times 15 inches and weighs just over 20 pounds. Its tempered glass design makes it a visually attractive option, allowing everyone to see the inner workings of your genius setup. It has two 2.5-inch external drive bays. Internally you have one 3.5 inches and one 2.5-inch option. The Core P1 has 5 expansion slots. The front I/O panel features 2 USB 3.0 ports and 1 HD audio connection. It optionally runs a standard PS2 SU. There are two 120mm internal fans on the left side of the case which provide the system with adequate cooling ability. There are some models in this category that can accommodate more fans, so if overheating is a concern, be sure to research those. In terms of the case clearance, you have a CPU cooler height limit of 6.69 inches and a GA length limit of 14.96 inches. The radiator measures in at a thickness of 1.78 inches without the fan. Your radiator width is limited to 4.72 inches and your SU can't be longer than 7 inches. This budget-friendly option comes in at under $100, but it looks like some of the more expensive models available thanks to the tempered glass aesthetic.
Number 2.
Phanteks Evolve Shift. For those of you that are looking for a slim-style mini ITX chassis, the Phanteks Evolve Shift is an option you'll want to look into. Despite its incredibly slim design, the Shift can still hold full-size graphics cards up to 13.83 long. So, essentially, this case can hold just about any graphics card out there, and you won't be limited in terms of the kind of performance you can get out of a system built in the Shift. However, with its slim design, the case is limited to using SFX power supplies. But there are SFX power supplies out there that can handle higher-end GPUs, like Corsair's SF series. The Shift is also limited in the CPU coolers you can use as well. With only clearance for CPU coolers up to 3.23 tall, you'll either need to use a low-profile CPU cooler or a 120mm or 140mm AIO cooler. The Shift comes in 2 different color schemes, black and gray. And it has dual tempered glass side panels. The Shift can hold a single 3.53 hard drive and up to 3 2.53 drives. Ultimately, if you've got $100 to spend on a mini ITX case and you want an option that comes with a slim design, the Phanteks Evolve Shift is an option worth your consideration. If you don't need the tempered glass side panels, or you want a slim ITX case that comes in at a bit lower of a cost, check out the SilverStone RVZ02B listed below.
Number 3.
Thermaltake Core V1. The Thermaltake Core V1 is a budget-friendly cube intended to support a high-performance gaming rig. Weighing approximately 18 pounds and measuring 12.4 x 10.2 x 10.9 inches, this mini ITX case is made mostly of steel and would be ideal for a stationary build. This case is heavier than most others due to its steel composition. Other cases are made largely of aluminum. The steel material helps in noise reduction, so the Core V1 is perfect for a gamer who wants no distractions from a whirring PC. With 2 USB 3.0 ports and audio jacks for both headphone and mic, this model from Thermaltake can fit 2 3.5-inch drives and 2 2.5-inch drives. Dual expansion slots support cards up to 255mm. Depending on your preferences, this case can support multiple configurations with both air and liquid cooling systems. The Core V1 includes a 200mm fan pre-installed at the front of the case, with room for a 120mm or 140mm fan. At the rear, the case supports 280mm fans. Vents in the side panels of the case allow for maximum ventilation. The Core V1 can fit a Tower Central Processing Unit cooler up to 140mm. On the top, the panel is equipped with a transparent viewing window. However, the side panels are all symmetrical and interchangeable. They can be relocated to match your needs and preferences. This is one of the most attractive design features for this case. The Thermaltake Core V1 also comes in white.
Number 4.
SilverStone RVZ02B. The SilverStone RVZ02B is the second slim design Mini ITX case on this list, and, much like the first option listed above, the Phanteks Evolved Shift, the RVZ02B is not too limited by its thinner design. In fact, it can hold graphics cards that are up to 133 long. So, if you are looking for a thin ITX case that is suitable to build a gaming PC inside of, the RVZ02B will work. With the slim design, though, the SilverStone RVZ02B is a bit limited in terms of cooling and power supplies. This case can only accommodate SFX or SFXL style power supplies. But, as I mentioned above, Corsair's SF line of SUS offer enough power to run a high-end graphics card. The RVZ02B's CPU cooler clearance is only 2.33, and since there is no room to house a radiator in this case, your only option is a low-profile CPU cooler. There are also no fans in the RVZ02B, but the case is designed in such a way that the fans on the CPU and GPU will end up situated right next to the vents on the case. So, despite its lack of case fans, it will still provide adequate cooling. Overall, while the Phanteks Evolved Shift offers a bit more options in terms of clearance and cooling, the RVZ02B is even more compact and comes in at a bit lower of a price.
Number 5.
Thermaltake Suppressor F1. The Thermaltake Suppressor F1 is a budget-friendly, black cube with a minimalist design. Weighing approximately 7 pounds, the Suppressor Mini ITX case measures 12.6 x 10.2 x 10.9 inches. With two USB 3.0 ports and audio jacks for both headphone and mic, the case offers dual 2.5-inch and 3.5-inch drive bays. Depending on your configuration, you can install up to 4 data storage drives with the included modular device racks, a great feature at this price. A dual expansion slot supports cards up to 255mm. Built for ventilation, the suppressor comes with a 200mm intake fan pre-installed in the front and 280mm fans in the rear. With some modification, the case can also fit a 120mm, 140mm, or 200mm fan in the front. The Suppressor F1 provides ample space and support for liquid cooling. The suppressor can fit a tower central processing unit cooler up to 140mm. On the top, the panel is equipped with a transparent viewing window. However, the side panels are all symmetrical and interchangeable. They can be relocated to match your needs and preferences.